Alright folks, we're back from the holiday weekend, and man, it's good to be back. And to talk about Star Wars. Well, as good as it can be to talk about Disney Star Wars. So this article comes over from IGN, and it says, Star Wars The Last Jedi is tracking to have a massive opening weekend at the domestic box office. As reported by Variety, current estimates indicate director Rian Johnson's highly anticipated Star Wars film is tracking to earn over $200 million in its opening weekend. As such, The Last Jedi is expected to have the biggest debut of 2017, eclipsing Beauty and the Beast. For the sake of comparison, Star Wars The Force Awakens made a whopping $248 million its opening in North America in December of 2015, setting the record for the biggest domestic opening weekend of all time. Last year, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, opened to $155.1 million. Star Wars The Last Jedi opens whenever. You can look that up yourself. This is not an advertisement for Star Wars. But it looks like my prediction is coming true. If you listen to this channel, if you listen to the podcast or the other amounts of videos that I put out, you'll have heard me say that I'm predicting that Star Wars The Last Jedi will make 20% less than Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now I know the ardent defenders of Disney will be out and say, oh, but the second always makes less. Some franchises, yes. Some franchises, no. I think it'll make less this time because of the fact that people are waking up to The Force Awakens. I know it bothered me instantly, but I had a discussion with a man yesterday, and he listened to my points, and he actually thought about it. It didn't change his mind, but it was enough to get the wheels turning a little bit. The ideas are out there in the world, and good. Hopefully it hurts them a little bit. I really want Disney to up their game in terms of originality. Yes, the spectacle will be there. Yes, the effects and all that great shit, and people's nostalgia will be on full blast, and they'll be so excited. But I just want something good and original because there's no excuse anymore. I could understand if this was a low-budget film that didn't have a lot of resources, and it just had to rely on what it had to give you a story within its means. But this is Disney, this is Star Wars. There are no bounds on anything. This movie could have 1 million extras on screen, and they could afford to do it. I just don't buy any excuses from Disney. They don't have the right to be like, well, maybe next time we'll do this, or next time we'll do that. No. You guys gotta get your shit right. You're where you are for a reason. Continue to be there and elevate yourself. Don't be lazy. Don't coast. Don't rest on your laurels, as they used to say. So that's it for today's video. Not a lot of entertainment news this week, but we have some World Class Bullshitters news. So first off, this Thursday night is episode 100 of World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. If you've contacted us, we'll be contacting you back with how to get on your show. I'll be reading through the emails this week. I'll be responding back with all the information, and we're looking forward to talking to each and every one of you. If you plan on being on the episode and you're hearing this message for the first time and I haven't sent the email out yet, have a news story or two. Have one and then have a backup one if somebody else brings yours. Or have a list of how you found the channel. Not even a list. It wouldn't be a list at this point. Just a quick paragraph summary of how you found the channel, or just a few sentences. I don't care. This isn't homework. But bring a news story. Tell us how you found the channel, and we'll have you guys on for the full World Class Bullshitters experience. Now, for those out there that are on Patreon, we have even more content for you guys. So, last week, a couple of the patrons and I got together and we recorded our first Patreon Hangout video. It's a lot of fun. We talk about all kinds of stuff. Star Wars, James Bond, Twilight Zone, all kinds of classic stuff. So it's just a good, fun hangout. And if you're a patron of a certain level or more, you can be on it as well. We've already had a request for This Is Spinal Tap. So one of our patrons, Brian Lape, I know you've heard his name before, is going to be on that. And everyone has the right to reserve or pick out a movie they want us to cover. So join our Patreon page, hit us up, let's make that happen, especially in the new year. Also, patrons, every week you guys get an exclusive commentary. Well, for the next 3 Fridays, you guys are going to get the Star Wars prequel trilogy. We did them all, and it was an experience. So, if you'd like to hear us do the Star Wars prequel trilogy, join the Patreon. For $1 a month, you can really help us grow. We already have the Star Wars The Force Awakens commentary. We have the Rogue One commentary for those at the $5 level. We have so many movies. We have Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, The Goonies, and we're going to be doing more all the time. The James Bond movies always debut there first, and we have all kinds of cool exclusive things for you. Also, patrons of a certain level or higher, expect to be getting a little surprise in your mailbox from World Class Bullshitters in the near future. So that's all I have to say for today. It's good to be back on YouTube. Very tired from the holiday. We'll be back later in the week with more content, so be on the lookout for that.